Indivisible, which I'm co-executive director, co-founder, is a nationwide movement of local groups that are spread around every single state in the country. We started shortly after Trump was elected, and we started in order to put pressure on all members of Congress, Republicans and Democrats alike, to stand up against this authoritarian buffoon's agenda and to fight for their constituents. That's the idea. And we are living right now through this time of national trauma that demands empathy and expertise and urgency. But at this time, we have Mitch McConnell musing aloud that it'd be fine for state and localities to go bankrupt. We see Trump holding press conferences suggesting that people ingest or inject bleach. We see GOP leaders who are trying to tamp down expectations now for any additional action from Congress. And so we've got one party that controls the presidency and the Senate with zero compassion for human suffering, with zero basic competence. That's why we need Democrats to fight back against this, like they fought against Trumpcare and the Trump tax scam in 2017. Indivisibles helped build the largest midterm margins in American history in 2018, precisely to give Democrats power to negotiate in times like this. We're hearing from Indivisible leaders all across the country. They want House Democrats to lead. But so far, Democrats in the House have been too quick to go along with McConnell's Senate. The COVID-3 package that passed out of McConnell's Senate was $2 trillion, disproportionately for the rich and big business. Normal people are getting a pathetic one-time check, a Band-Aid on a gaping hole blown in the economy by Trump's incompetent response to this crisis. But ultimately, the House passed McConnell's bill as is. The COVID 3.5 package that just passed McConnell's Senate was no better. $500 billion for a small business loan program that gave money to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse while shutting down mom and pop stores. I've heard from Indivisible group leaders across the country who own small businesses. They weren't able to get their application through their bank. Applebee's doesn't need a bailout right now. Americans do. Again, the House passed McConnell's bill as is this week. We do not lack for ideas. Representative Jayapal has the Paycheck Guarantee bill, and that offers universal response to a universal crisis rather than pitting employers against one another. Rep. Khanna has the Essential Workers Bill of Rights bill, which would provide basic health and safety standards, ensure compensation for better matches risk, and hold corporations accountable for meeting their obligations to essential workers, like the essential workers we heard from today. Others are proposing reforms to protect our elections and fund nationwide vote by mail to avoid replaying on a nationwide scale in November, the human and democratic catastrophe that played out in Wisconsin earlier this month. These ideas are the right ideas. These are the ideas that have popular support, and these are the ideas that ought to be included in a House-passed COVID-4 package. So that's why Indivisible and Indivisible leaders across the country are calling on all members of Congress to draw this clear line in the sand, commit to supporting a COVID-4 package that at the very least includes the components we discussed today. That's why Indivisible is launching this campaign today. It's peoplesagendapledge.org literally just went up. But I want to ask the representatives that are on, if we still have Representative Clyburn, would like to hear from you, being on the inside, if you can give us a timeline for the House-passed bill. When do you think that the House will move forward on legislation and get it passed to send over to the Senate?